Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, as you may be aware, Zambia and Shipolopolo, the Copper Queens, were playing a game yesterday. And right before the game started, the former head of state, Edgar Lungu, posted a couple of pictures on his page that was been recently reactivated. I did a broadcast where I was explaining to you why he had gone offline right after losing the elections in 2021. And then now that they formed the political alliance, he's reactivated the page. So he's been doing most of these updates on that particular platform. So these are some of the images that were posted, which went viral. So people are having different conversations of how relaxed he is and in his new home, because the place that he's staying now is no longer funded by the government. So this is a self-sponsored villa or house that he's living in, our residence. So these are some of the pictures that trended, but the one that that went round was this particular one. Is sitting arrangement. So if you see on this particular image, you would see a power bank, because Zambia is currently going through 8 hours of load shedding. Now it has been separated into 4-hour segments. Some places have been complaining of more hours than the 4 that have been segmented. But overall, people are just laughing at it to say even the head of state now, former head of state now has to rely on a power bank for him to charge his phone. So you see the phone there and then remote. And then just his relaxed demeanor on the chair is what caused a lot of conversation. So Miles Sampa decided to chip in to say, this was just posted a couple of hours ago on Miles Sampa's page. But the other platform, the other statement I will read to you as the broadcast goes on. So Miles Sampa said, yes, my elder brother is easygoing like that, meaning like his sitting arrangement is not new to him. He's just a relaxed, laid-back individual, referring to Edgar Lungu. One of his strong traits, everything else aside, take note away this from him. So he's simply saying everything else you can criticize Edgar Lungu for, but his laid-back demeanor and the way he goes about his life, that you have to credit him. That's what Miles Sampa is saying. But prior to this statement that he was giving Edgar Lungu credit for, he had an interview on Diamond TV with Mwansa, where this is his first media appearance from the time that he took over PF. He's only been broadcasting or addressing the media. He has never had like an exchange debate with someone. So finally he had that conversation. So these are some of the extracts that came from that conversation. This was posted by Kalimba News, an online platform. So they say, Miles Sampa questions the Uka significance expression for love for Edgar Lungu. So they say Patriotic Front President Miles Sampa has questioned the significance and relevance of the United Kwacha Alliance, or short for UKA. Sampa, during an appearance on Diamond TV, dismissed UKA, comparing it to a non-existent entity, stating that it's like a bag. He portrayed UKA as a gathering of disgruntled individuals who harbor animosity towards him, declaring that UKA wouldn't even manage to register as a political party, let alone pose a threat to the Patriotic Front. So that's another issue that's been in the news, where the registration of that particular alliance has been in limbo at the registrar of societies as things stand right now. He goes further. Miles Sampa says, PF and UNCA were not compatible. It's like oil and water associating. That's therefore it can never happen. President, I mean, a PF4 is only had one president, meaning himself. Miles Sampa is the president of PF. Anything else is non-existent, and anyone else is just going to the streets and alleging to be president. Miles Sampa, is the official president. It's certainly not associated with UKA. So he says the Patriotic Front version that is running, the Miles Sampa led one, is not associated with UKA. So the one that is led by Edgar Lungu is the one in UKA. He also took a jab at his former boss, Edgar Lungu, suggesting that Lungu's aspirations to reclaim the presidency were nothing short of a comedy act and an illusion. Sampa extended an olive branch to Lungu, affectionately referring to him as his elder brother, while stating that Lungu should step aside and offer his support to the now new kid on the political bloc, referring to himself, to say Lungu should just concede and accept Miles Sampa as president and endorse him pretty much in that statement. But then later on, he makes a statement that he contradicts that. So it goes further to say, when pressed about the possibility of reconciliation, Miles Sampa insisted that he had no grudges against Lungu and wouldn't be caught dead begging for his approval. So this is where I was stating to say he has no grudges against Lungu, but then again, you not find him begging Edgar Lungu for the approval for him to be the current president of the PF. He played his part, and but never thought he would get back to politics. So he simply says he was shocked by the fact that Edgar Lungu went back into active politics. I love Edgar Lungu as my brother. It hurts me to see him back into politics. He will be bruised. He's an adult, Samba said. He's a senior citizen. So him getting into active politics will only bruise him. I love Edgar. It's him who hates me. He went on. And it's the people with him who hate me. There is nothing to reconcile. It's him to support me. I am a Christian, and I reconcile with everyone that wants reconciliation. So he simply says, Sampa revealed that the former president was being used by the members of the UKA to gain popularity, but they can never make him as president. He has been hijacked by a few politicians. They are using him for his money, and even that he even knows that will never stand as a PF president. They are just using him for their personal popularity. Those are president in the UKA alliance, he claimed. And Sampa warned that Lungu's political comeback would end in tears, much to the delight of his audience. And the people that are in the UKA alliance are only there to gain their own popularity and utilize his money for their political mileage. Otherwise, him being chosen as the UKA candidate, highly unlikely. And furthermore, he urged the PF members to continue supporting their party as it was left by the late president and founding president Michael Sata, fifth president of the Republic of Zambia. So that's Miles Sampa with regard to the UKA. This is what's in the other news. This is the Daily Nation. A UPND rubbishes rights abuse report. If you remember, there was a report submitted to say there's been abuse of human rights. So that's what they're responding to. So party media director Chelo Katambo says people whose human rights have been abused must engage authorities and that the perpetrators should account for their actions, he says. And then in the mast, Mopani belong to the creditors, HH. So that's what's in that. What is also Mutinda Ishnema should retain 100,000 donation from Investors Bank, demands Sean Tembo. So as you are aware, Investors Bank has been taken over by the Bank of Zambia. And then so there are some images that surfaced where the current First Lady had received some money from the management of the Investors Bank for some charity. So that's what Sean Tembo is demanding that she returns. What is in the new diggers? Police crash in Chingola in Chingola as they demand access to the deadly Senseri Taring Dam. So pretty much that's what you commonly refer to as the Black Mountain. So that's in Chingola. Fury at Inept Zesco. That's in this is like the Times. That not the Times of Zambia. It's like there's a newspaper called the New Times. And then Milupi says Sangwa of good standing and knowledgeable, Milupi, but we are not scared of him. So that's coming between Charles Milupi and John Sangwa. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen.
Beauty was sing I live the high life cause I'm heavily minded. Hold up, I'm a 90s baby.
So really, you made me walk up to you and you don't subscribe to the channel? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video and share it with someone. I know you will.
So